You might say that I grew up in a home just like any other country middle class home in Oklahoma, but I was not your ordinary child. I was born a warrior. Before I was born, my mom and dad called up the Egyptian embassy to find a powerful name for me, and they chose BASHEERAH because it means one who brings good news and joy. In order to live up to that, I had to be a warrior in every regard. My father was a pediatrician and my mother was a college counselor and now a high school counselor. The discipline I gained in my parents' household is what helped to develop my warrior spirit early on. I started dancing at the age of 3 and started classical piano at 7, and that's because my mother wanted to make sure that our restless energy was disciplined. Believe it or not, I was obsessed with warriors. So like warriors, soldiers, and ninjas were my thing because of their ability to perceivably overcome any obstacle. I wanted so terribly to be that strong and fearless, and I brought that mentality to everything I did. I then went on to become high school valedictorian. Since then, I've gained 3 degrees and am now working on my 4th. I want to be excellent. I want to be the very best and fulfill my purpose. As a college sophomore, a friend invited me to participate in my very first pageant. So, trying once again, bringing that warrior mindset, I brought it to pageants. And I went on to win several. And lo and behold, by the next year, I had become Miss Black America. Little old me from Oklahoma was Miss Black America. Now, as a warrior, pageants gave me this great platform to bring the good news that I had always wanted to across the country. But even with all of these accolades, I knew I still had this burning desire to go further as a dancer. And I had to shift my focus and fulfill my dreams. And I packed my things and moved to the City of Angels, Los Angeles. I had learned enough about the industry to know that Hollywood was not all glitz and glamour. And I was certainly shown the door after several auditions in my early years. But after a while, I did get a few gigs here and there, but was still auditioning, and all the while, at nighttime, I still had a full-time job as a human resource director for a medical group. I remember finally getting one of the biggest auditions of my life, but I pretty much blew it. I was so nervous. I broke down before I even got a chance to do the choreography. So when I went outside and finished crying, went back in, apologized to that choreographer, and told her if she ever gave me another chance, she wouldn't regret it. About 2 or 3 years later, I got a call from that same choreographer, and this time I brought my A game, and I left such a great impression on her and her team that I got an even bigger opportunity. I ended up actually being a part of the skeleton cast for Dreamgirls and got a chance to work directly with Miss Beyonce. Now, having a warrior mindset as a dancer led me to great success. I've worked with the likes of the Isley Brothers. In fact, I still dance for them. Many others, movies, TV shows, commercials. Though touring with Jillian Michaels and coaching celebrities such as Steve Harvey, Carrie Underwood, and Vivica Fox was amazing, the warrior in me also needed to do more. But then as I quickly expanded my options, things grew even more from there. I progressed. This warrior started coming to her own, and I became one of the top fitness instructors and trainers in the country. The common thread in all that I do has been influenced by my mindset. This year has been a tough one for all of us. Being a warrior means that regardless of what you go through in life, you never forget that you were created to win. You let no one take away your power, and you never give up yourself, even if you're your only cheerleader.